BoLS fans, AdamHarry here. We are at the Ninja Division Helldorado demo here. Dave is going to show me what's going on. So yeah, what do we got here? What's going on? Helldorado, give me a quick rundown of what it is, and then we'll jump to the demo.
Okay, so Helldorado is a skirmish game, so you don't have units, you have singular models that act. We'll take turns activating a model a piece until we've gone through all of our guys, and then a new turn will start. So you have the Lost, they're these lizard-looking guys here. They're damn souls that have... So Helldorado takes place in actual hell.
Okay.
Mortals have found portals of hell. That's where these, these Middle Eastern guys have come from. They're Saracens from the Ottoman Empire. Lost are damn souls that have escaped from demonic fiefs.
Okay.
And the longer you live in hell, the more you turn it, like you'll be changed by the world. So instead of becoming demons over time, they've become animalistic kind of monsters.
Gotcha.
And then, like as I said, the Saracens are soldiers from the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire found a portal before other mortals. They've been in hell for a while.
Yeah.
And they're looking for, they figure that there's got to be a gateway to heaven.
Okay.
And so they're looking for that gateway.
Okay. Okay.
Now when you're looking at a card here,
so start with this guy.
We got the video, we're going to do a rundown of some stuff. This number here is how far a guy can move in their activation, but the next number is defense, so that's how hard they are to hit when they get attacked.
Sure.
Then there's faith, which is a measure of kind of their faith in whatever religion they're part of, or their magical power and mystic power. Then command, this guy's an officer,
okay.
So however much command he has governs how many troopers you can take.
Okay.
Also, you get command points every turn to spend on special abilities and do special things. So you got a bunch of keywords. This is how much a guy costs to include in your company. And then on the back, flip it over, you get the rest of the stats. Like again, we've got this is shooting skill.
Okay.
Then how good they are in hand-to-hand is CBT. And then defense, again, how hard you are to hit. PR is armor, it'll reduce damage, protection is what it's called.
Okay.
Life points is how much damage they can take before they get, knocked out of the game.
Sure.
And then the faith and command again.
Okay.
Then this is the weapons the guy is carrying, a thing to track how much damage they've taken, and then any special abilities the model might have.
Okay.
I won't spend a ton of time on special abilities for our demo here.
No problem, no problem.
All right, now, at the beginning of the game, Helldorado, you have to determine which player has dominance. That's what this puck is for here.
Okay.
So you total the command on your side. So you got 6, right?
Yep.
And then you add the number of models you have on the board. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, so you have a total of 10 for initial dominance.
Okay.
And I've got 1, 5 more, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have dominance, so I get to keep this.
All right.
What that means is that I get to decide whether I or you will activate the first model in the turn.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and activate the first model since I know how to play.
Sure. Makes sense.
I think I'm gonna pick this Blessed Warrior right here. So this is one of these guys.
Okay.
Now, once you've picked them all, you have to choose an action to take. So there's a whole list of actions in the rulebook. You can charge, move up to double and fight. You can attack, move up to your normal movement and fight. You can run, you can block. You can shoot if you have a ranged weapon, which also allows you to move. Then there's also focus actions and concentration actions, which are required to do certain special abilities.
Okay.
And one of them, again, takes your whole turn, and one of them lets you move and do the ability. Now this guy, though, he's really close to this guy. So I'm just going to try and walk over there and get in a fight with this double-headed Fang of the Finger. So my movement's 4. So I'm able to make it in there.
Yeah.
Now, normally when you charge in a game, you get a bonus because you're able to build up momentum.
Yeah.
In Helldorado, they've seen it as moving farther makes it harder, so you don't fight as well. If you charge in a turn, you actually get a -2.
Okay.
So I made it over there. You can pre-measure whenever you want in Helldorado, so you can kind of plan out what you're going to do before you declare. Now, combat.
Oh, real quick too, when you activate that, it's just per model, right? So those guys might be the same. Those two guys might be the same Blessed Warriors, but there's 2 of them.
Right.
Okay.
So I have 2 cards to show which one is which.
Cool.
And I keep the one over here so I can split them up.
Right, right.
Okay, so the way combat is simultaneous. We're both going to roll dice and figure out how many number of hits we do and what happens to the other guy. It all happens at the same time. So if you look on the back of your hound, you'll find the CBT, and that's probably going to be
a 4.
So I'm going to have you roll first because we only got so many dice. So you're going to roll 4 dice.
Okay.
And you want to get 3s or better to hit me because that's what my defense is right here.
3 or better.
So go ahead, 3s or better.
All right, looks like reroll that one.
A little bit cocked, right?
Yeah.
So this one's out. This one's in. So you got 3 hits.
Okay.
So you find 3 hits on the chart for the weapon.
So my teeth is my weapon.
Yep.
The chart right here, I rolled a 3, so it looks like my damage is 5.
Right. And then I look at mine. I've got a PR of 3 because I'm wearing armor and have a shield and stuff. So that reduces the damage by 3, and I'm going to take 2 altogether.
All right.
So I go down to having 3 left. Now at the same time, I'm fighting back. So I've got
simultaneous combat.
Yeah, simultaneous. Normally we both have our own sets of dice.
Right.
So I have a combat of 3. Okay. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. And your defense is actually quite high because you're slippery.
5.
So I need 5s to hit. Okay. So I only got 1. So we look up 1 here on my scimitar because that's what I'm fighting with. And I'm doing 2 damage.
My PR looks like 0, so no protection. I just take 2 damage, right?
Yep, just taking 2.
Got it. You count backwards to take?
Yeah, so he goes down to having 6 points left.
Yep, 6 points.
Now, if you'll notice this green shading in here.
Yep.
Once you get into that damage, once you've taken enough damage to be down into there, you'll switch to your alternate stats because you're wounded.
Yeah.
So you're not as effective once you've taken a certain amount of damage.
I guess some guys, when they get down, they might actually get better because they're
it's a keyword called fanatic. Where it changes around what the penalties are, and instead you get bonuses and stuff.
Right.
All right, so that's the end of my Blessed Warrior's activation, so he's done for this turn. And then it's your turn to activate them all.
Okay. Let's see here. This guy, he is a
Squamata Warrior.
Squamata Warrior, one of these bad boys.
Yep.
So his move is 5.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure this guy's in range, so I already punched him once. I think I'm gonna go try to bloody him some more.
You are definitely in range.
So
you
I'm
also
not
could have this one. You could have him fight as well if you wanted. But
okay.
Bringing in him is a good move. He's really good in combat.
All right, I'm gonna bring him in.
Okay.
Let's see. So you go first. Hit me again.
You'll have me roll first. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the same guy over here. My combat's 3.
My defense is a 4.
Yep.
Right.
So I need 4s. Now, before I roll here, see on my officer's card, this Nazir guy here, right here, he has 2 abilities. One's called Ve Victus and Ve Soli. These are abilities that every officer has in the game. And Ve Victus allows you to spend command to add dice to any of your company's attacks to make them better, to buff them up. So since I don't normally only get 3 dice, but I'm going to spend 2 command of my 6 command I have over here to add 2 more dice.
So officers have a very interactive role with the rest of the guys.
Not only every officer has these abilities, and Ve Soli allows you, like, if once I was done with this guy, I could have paid command to activate another guy and preempt you and go again before you. Though I can only do it once. I can only do 2 guys in a row every time. So I'm going to add some. Now, if your combat ever goes above 5, you get re-rolls.
Okay.
Till you're at 10, and then every die above 10 is just like guaranteed damage on top of it.
Oh.
All right. So if you wanted to add any dice to your combat, you could do that too.
Okay.
But I'm just going to go ahead and roll first. So I got 5 dice. And what was your defense?
Defense of 4.
Okay, so 2 misses, 3 misses, and I got 3 hits here.
Yep.
So we look up 3 on the back again. I got a 5, so that's 5 damage.
Protection of 1, so it drops down to 4 damage, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
And now if you'll take a look at the chart for the Eviscerator here, you'll see that a Squamata Warrior is actually a total beast in combat. You know, he does 3, 5, 7, 9, 12.
Okay.
Whereas I had to get 3 hits just to do 5. He does it on 2.
Okay.
So that's to represent that he's
a monster.
He's a monster. So.
All right, I have a combat of 4, so 4 dice, right?
Yep. And my defense is 3.
Looking for 3s. Oh, one dice down. Hang on, I'll reroll it.
Yeah. Roll in the middle.
That was what I was afraid of. All right, 2, nothing. So.
All right.
So 2 hits. Look at my chart here for the Eviscerator. 2 hits equals 5 damage.
Right. Wow. So my PR of 3 reduces that to 2.
Boom.
And I've got 1 left.
Okay. And then, so I can.
I like that the damage is variable, like has a wider range of variety than just the limit of the dice.
It's based on not only is it based on what weapon the model has or is using, but also like how tough or big or strong or good that specific type of model is with that weapon as well.
So how do I spend the command to preempt you? How much command does that cost?
If I remember correctly, it's 1 without looking it up off the top of my head.
I'm going to do that so I can activate this guy now.
Yep.
And try to finish this guy off.
Yep. Now, you can move around me if you want as part of your attack action. So if you wanted to be over here, since you're not going to break base to base with me and you're not in base to base with anyone else, you could reposition over to here.
Okay. Does that give me any benefit really?
No, it's just a matter of where you want to be.
Alright, I'm going to do that. I like that. I like to change it up here. So,
and then we fight again. So go ahead. I'll go ahead and roll my 3 dice. Now, this guy's super hard to hit, so I'm going to spend 2 again because I just need more dice to try and...
Do the command points refill at all?
They do, at the beginning of the turn.
Okay, cool. So you kind of want to do that.
Yeah, you want to use them up to maximize your effectiveness.
Right. Okay.
I got 2 hits.
Defense is 5, yeah, so 2 hits.
So I do 3 damage.
3 more damage. That hurt me pretty good. So I'm in the green now.
Simultaneous hits though, so you're not going to change anything until
later. Okay, so 4 dice for me.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and spend some command here to bump that up. All 5 dice.
Yep. Even freeze.
All right. Looks like I got 4. That's gonna be bad.
Yep.
That's it's like 2 plus knockdown.
Right. So 2 plus knockdown. I have 3 armor, so I'm not actually going to take any damage. And you can actually take lower ones if you want to try and do more damage.
Yes, I want to do 5 damage and just try to
that'll get rid of me, actually.
Yes.
Nice.
Now, you get to choose which level you do of
okay, so
any
if
of
you
them.
roll higher, you can pick the lower ones.
But if there were a status effect that you really wanted to do, or if in this case, like you do less damage plus a status effect, whereas the more damage will kill him. Then
yeah, you want him dead.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, that's one of the reasons to use the Vase Soli a lot of the time is to finish off a guy before other guys can come help him.
Gotcha. That's cool.
And then it's my activation, so I'm going to choose. How many wounds did this guy have?
That guy he has taken 4 damage, and he's got a max of 9.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna bring this other. Well, let's see. The pillar can go 8. Yeah, I'm gonna have the pillar charge. He's coming over there. Now the pillar has a combat of 5, but because he charged, he goes down to 4 because he's got to put more effort into getting there. I got 1 command left. I'm going to spend it to put him back up to 5.
Right on.
And then I need 4 if I remember correctly.
This guy is a 4, yes. Oh no!
Oh no, that's not good.
So just 1.
So 1 hit is 2 damage.
So I take a point of damage.
Yep. And you get to swing on me as well.
Oh, I do. That's right. Soul simultaneous combat's throw me off, but I like it. I like it. So I have a 4 combat. I'm gonna bump it again. I can do that on my turn?
Yep, anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
So I'm gonna go
anytime
5
combat takes place.
with my eviscerator. Uh-oh, what's your defense?
You are needing 4s.
Okay, so that's 3. 3 hits is 7 damage.
So I'm taking 4, because I have a PR of 3.
I like that.
And that's my guy's activation. So then it's over to you.
I guess this is the boss man, right?
Yep, that's your officer, Isha Akshay.
Okay. I'm going to activate the officer, and we're going to go here. My movement is 5.
So you're making it.
I'm definitely in there. Go here. So this guy's got a bunch of special rolls. Are there any orders or anything that I should be aware of before I start swinging?
No, he's got a... he can buff troopers, he can heal himself once per game back up to full, and he has an ability that's kind of like he can move out of combat and then do some without drawing attacks.
Right on. All right, well,
but he's really good at combat even without.
He's also got an eviscerator, which seems good. So
and he's combat 6.
He's combat 6.
So you're gonna roll all those, and you can re-roll one of them.
All right. And I'm looking for 4s.
4s, yep.
And I can re-roll. Get the extra one. So, only 2, but that's okay. 2 damage is also 5 again.
So I'm taking 2 because of my PR.
Yeah. Hurt him hard.
Yeah, but he's pretty hurt.
Yep.
And that's it for Isha Akshay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Nazir here. Alright, I got a Blessed Warrior.
very cool miniature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a dude riding another dude?
Yeah, he's blind. He's like a blind healer, and then he's got his minder guy that carries him around and fights.
That is sweet.
I'm gonna bring this guy up and in because he's got an ability called Combined Attack.
Yep.
And that means if he has another guy in with him, then he gets +1 combat. So I'm gonna roll 4 dice. And I'm out of command, so I can't buff him anymore. And what's Isha's defense?
He is a 4.
All right, so I need 4s. So 3 hits.
3 hits
is going to be 5 damage.
All right, and I have a PR of 1.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
And you roll back on me.
Yep. And I have 6.
Yep. And you need 3s this time.
Plus 1. Oh.
Okay.
5 hits.
Yeah.
5 hits on this thing is 12 damage.
Wow. So even with my PR of 3, reducing it to 9, I only have 5 hits. So he's getting taken out on the return stroke from the big.
He's the boss
lizard.
man, right?
Yep. So that's pretty much how Helldorado works.
Yeah.
We do our last guys.
Yeah.
Shooting works in the same way.
I just assume that if you get shot at, you don't shoot back.
Yeah, you don't fight back with shooting, but
right.
There's the range of a weapon determines how far each band is. So short range is is equal to its range, and anywhere between short range, in the next band. So if it has a range of 6, anything within 6 is in short, anything within 12 is in medium, anything within 18 is in long.
Okay.
And so if something's in medium range, you need it gives you a number that you need to hit it. If that number is higher than the guy's defense, you got to take whichever is worse.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense.
And then, like I said, abilities normally take the place of some other things. So there's some stuff that you can just do on your character.
So, if I wanted to get into Helldorado, starter boxes, and what's also like a typical game size? Would you get like a starter kit? What's the next step up?
So what we have here on the board is the Saracens versus Lost Starter.
Okay.
And it's normally around 100 army points.
Okay.
As we're talking about this is how many points a guy has in the bottom. And standard games are 200 points. Okay. But you can make it up by adding 3 blisters, 3 to 4 blisters on top of the starter.
So it's not that bad of an investment if you want to jump in. No. What's a typical space that you play on? Is it like a 2x2, 3x3, 4x4?
It's supposed to be played on a 30-inch by 30-inch board. So, but normally you I've played a lot on 4x4 boards that we then we outline the area of 30 by 30. Cool. But you can also expand the deployment zones or whatever to be able to play on your 4x4 or 3x3 if you wanted to. Awesome. So we've got the whole.
And we'll walk over and get some more footage of that too. Cool. These guys are in hell, so is there some other like magical attacks or anything like that?
Yeah, there's spiritual damage is kind of like a weapon that ignores armor. Okay. Magically. There's magic doesn't work like casting spells. Sure. The way you cast a spell is you summon or release little creatures called Lemirs, which they're tiny kind of vermin, but they can look like all kinds of different things. And depending on what you feed them, you can get them to create magical effects. Like you can release them and they'll go over and explode. You can release one and it'll go over and touch a guy and it'll die, and the guy gets possessed by your caster. So there are fantastical and supernatural things.
Awesome.
And the demons faction is led by fallen angels. Right? So there's angel models that are the bad guys with demons.
Wow.
So there are fantastical things.
Well, is there anything else you wanted to say about Helldorado in particular?
Yeah, Helldorado is fast, it's fun, it's really deadly.
Yeah.
And
quick to learn too.
Yeah, quick to learn. It's easy to play, and the models are gorgeous.
They really are.
If you haven't checked it out already, I think you should do it. We'd love to have you check it out.
Well, Dave, thanks again. AdamHarry from BoLS. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.